one of our topics we want to talk about. Kind of late on it, but we're gonna talk about it. Fight review: Anderson Silva versus Uriah Hall. Now, how did you feel about that fight? Anderson Silva, I felt did really good in that fight until the third round. In the fourth round, he kind of left himself wide open.
For me, excuse me eating, I was upset. The whole fight.
The whole fight?
Because Uriah Hall knew he was wrong.
What do you mean knew he was wrong?
Anderson Silva's an old man. You don't have to go that hard. He's the GOAT.
It's a fight. He's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to go hard. Bro, if it's a fight, you can't just hold back in a fight.
I wish.
If you got a motherfucker in front of you, I'm sorry about that.
I hear it.
If you got somebody in front of you, in your face, trying to knock your block off, there is no reason for you to pull your punches. You feel me? There was no reason for you to pull your punches. Just think about it, in a street fight. You're not gonna be like, oh, this guy.
Let me first.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you ain't gonna. Let's say if an old man walked up to you, started talking shit, and was ready to fight you, like not too old, but let's say Silver's age, 40, in the 40s, talking shit about to fight you and shit. And what are you gonna do? Oh man, exactly. A 40-year-old man start throwing punches at you.
UFC, man.
Even more so, how harder you gotta go.
I'm gonna say it like this.
You're going against, like you said, the GOAT, the middleweight division, Anderson Silva, one of the best of all time. You gotta go hard if he's fighting you. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, oh, this guy's gonna take it easy. No. Why you gonna take it easy on somebody that's trying to knock your head off? That's trying to hurt you. It's trying to, you understand what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say it like this. I hear what you're saying. You're completely right. First of all, it's completely unprofessional for me to eat, especially since he's not eating. I don't care. But I'm gonna tell you this. He's an old man. You're in the UFC. I did Taekwondo for many years. I know whenever, like, I'm gonna say you bow somebody out, which is they retire, right? Maybe they got their black belt and they want to be done. Or maybe they got to a certain degree of black belt and they're like, oh, I'm good right here, whatever, right? And whenever we bow somebody out, your job, especially if you're a higher ranked, if you're not a white belt, if you're bowing somebody out, you're not a white belt's not gonna fight them or whatever, right? But you're gonna bow somebody out. If you're the same rank, whatever have you, you notice they last like hoorah. You're not gonna go in there and destroy. You're gonna go in there and kind of show out a little bit. Let them get their little. It's almost like a practice, almost. Yes, you're not gonna deliberately let them win. So if you win, hell yeah, you won. But I feel like Uriah was going hard as fuck. Like I felt like Uriah fought him like he had something to prove, and he had nothing to prove. Uriah's old. He's old. Uriah more should have been like, you the GOAT. Let me give you the last fight. Let me send you off, and then let me go off and take some heads off. I done beat Anderson Silva if he wins. But he came out there like, I got something to prove. Anderson's last fight. Let the nigga beat. Bro, nah. You know Anderson can knock your shit for
Here's the thing, bro. Uriah Hall.
He won, though, so I give it to him.
Uriah Hall did have something to prove in that fight.
You think so?
He does something
Why
to
do
prove.
you say that?
Because he's been disappointing a lot of fans for years.
True.
Because check this out, bro. Like, Uriah Hall, because this fight he did against Silva, he changed his gym, changed his coaches, changed his environment. Because, before that, whenever he'll fight, he have like he have like I say the best word I'm looking for is performance anxiety. It's like once he gets in the cage against somebody, it's like he got all the tools to beat that person, but then he hesitates and has some type of mental block. You feel me?
We've seen that time and time again.
Yeah, time and time again.
You're right.
So I'm like, so Uriah Hall had something to prove. Uriah Hall needs to be ranked. He needs to be ranked. I think he is ranked. He's ranked. I think he's ranked number 10, but he's always right there at the brim of the rankings.
Top 10, not the top 5, but the top 10.
So it's like
a little better than the top 15.
We always want him to do better.
Yeah, exactly.
Uriah Hall.
I know what you mean. He's right there, like you said. He's better than the top 15. Just hitting the top 10, but not quite the top 5 yet.
Right.
And then if he creeps into the top 5, you're like, all right. But then he just immediately loses it. I feel what you're saying. So, yeah, he kind of did have something to prove. But at the same time, bro, it's like, it's the GOAT's last fight. it's bigger than you at that point.
Nah, that. If it's a
He
fight,
said, that.
if it's a fight,
It's a
you
fight.
gotta, yeah, it's a fight.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
You know,
I was just a little upset.
And you can't leave it in the hands of the judges.
You can't.
And
Especially not with Silva.
that's your career. We don't know what Uriah Hall's contract is. We don't know if he was to lose that fight, then he
could have lost his whole career.
Right, he could have got kicked out the UFC.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand me? So it's like he got to do what's best for him. We can't just be thinking, oh, this old man is in front of me. Oh, I'm taking it easy.
The goat's in front of me.
Nah, it's like okay, the goat's in front of me. I better beat him.
Yeah.
That's the mentality you should have, and that's the right mentality. I'm glad he had that mentality. But it was sad seeing Silva get knocked out because I was rooting for Silva. But it was sad getting Silva get knocked out in the 4th round. But at the same time, you know, things happen.
Yeah, it does.
And Silva had a great career. You know, he's proved himself already. So Silva has nothing to prove no more.
Shit to prove.
So,
I mean, if anything, I was hoping he went out there and did some old school hymns. But he didn't. He came out kind of steady, moving a little bit, but it wasn't the old Silva. He's just old.
Yeah, so.
He's just old.
So, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's that.
I'll give you that. Because you're a good persuader, so I can see you're a good persuader.